right. Well, I'll say this. All right. There's a Haitian controversy going on in Ohio, right? This lady, and please correct me if I'm wrong. Seemed like this lady Erica Lee, started this rumor that Haitians were out there eating animals in Ohio. Then Donald Trump and what's the other version that's been circulating it?
One of them.
Yeah, one of them. But both of them are in public circulating the story. I think this is crazy on many levels, right?
Yeah.
First one is this. Even if a person was out there eating animals, right? It's one person. We can't generalize the entire Haitian culture and group, right? Next thing, with the leaders now in this fake news fire, like they find anything. We all know America has an issue with Haitians.
Yeah, so the whole Western civilization.
They were just waiting for this to demonize Haitians.
How dare you fight for your independence?
But the disturbing part for me is that I know a lot of fake news is circulated, but this is a clear sign where it's just like this is a rumor. This is an online rumor,
right?
And you're
going with it.
Going with it.
The same people that talk about fake news.
It's spread. How like this is very, very, very dangerous. Yeah. I don't think people understand the magnitude of what's being done in this situation.
I don't think it's dangerous. I think it exposes how dumb and non-logical people are. Like, because after a while, everybody goes, that was fake, right? The lady came out and was like, I didn't expect it to go this far and da-da-da-da. Here's the back-to-back contradiction. America has shows. Joe Rogan. Fear Factor. Y'all were championing and tying in and watching, and by the millions, people eat weird animals.
Weird stuff, bro.
Weird stuff. So now, let's go back to regular Americans. Okay, cool. Squid, calamari, shrimp. I got Jewish friends that ain't supposed to eat shrimp and eat shrimp, which is a cockroach of the sea. It is. Sorry, they're from the same look.
Chitlins of the sea.
Chitlins of the sea, right? You have rattlesnake.
Come be a part of history and experience the sharing of wisdom from some of the most brilliant thought leaders in our community. Come see Muda Baruka, Styles P, Nori Muhammad, Lawrence Haja, Dr. Dorothy Holly, Dejaz Mach Kwasi, Deborah Hines, and Midwife Asasia impart their wisdom at Groundings with My Brothers and Sisters, a holistic health conference. A plant-based breakfast and lunch are included. Looking forward to seeing you there. Armadillo.
So, the custom, and again, I'm not trying to be rude to anybody. I just want to paint a picture for everybody. The custom because they say, the Haitians are eating each other, eating cannibalism. Okay. The custom of eating the symbolic blood and body of Christ is a form of cannibalism. You're symbolizing this is the body of Christ.
My God, I apologize for interrupting. I got to say this, bro.
Okay.
Anyone listening, take your time to study the history of cannibalism and Europeans who came to what we would consider the New World here in North America, right? Also, when you have the SAD diet, the standard American diet, we only feel comfortable eating what has been domesticated and what we have been told we should be eating, which is your chicken, beef, and pork. For the most part, now we have salmon and other things. But anything that's not in that domesticated area, we view as like wild and crazy,
Because somebody fed and told you what was acceptable and what's not. That's cultural. And again, not to be rude to any of these folks, it's just me saying, look at the contradiction. You eat pig intestines in America. That's where the waste comes out.
Get no worse than that fire.
Like, all of the holy books was like, you might not want to eat pigs. You ate the worst part of the pig that eats everything, where that waste is stored And some black folk, white folk, whatever, it was something thrust onto, the enslavement and all that. But so that's one. Two, it's a rumor. It's not true. Three, if one individual did do it, I've seen stories of people happen to be European Americans, high on PCP, dust, meth.
Eat a man face.
Eat a man face off. Is that a representation of every white American male? Most convicted pedophiles are white males in America. Does that mean my white homies, I gotta watch kids around them? No, that's not what that means. So these sweeping generalizations, this is why the argument of why I'm always on the state, the right or the left, will employ the tactics the overall goal is to increase the power of government. And they'll use those same tactics. When they're the rabbit with the gun, they won't be righteous a lot of times. The left wants to expand the welfare state. The right wants to expand the military-industrial complex. And they'll use tax dollars at your force or coercion to get you to do it. So it's fundamentally not limited government. Neither one of them are doing that. Same conversation here. You can identify false narratives, but if you could use it, even if they knew, I'm going to use this to make it look like this because we got to talk about, instead of just saying unlawful immigration is wrong. We don't want it. Congress needs to come up with a comprehensive plan to get streamlined, hardworking people from other countries that want to come in here and build this nation because America is an ideal. You could say that instead of trying to en masse be disrespectful to Haitian Americans. And I think they're catching the brunt of this because, again, Haitian Americans to Saint Overture, like they fought for independence. They did the same thing that America did.
Messed up everything too, fire. Messed up everybody's money,
Right. We're going to y'all can't get no money over here this way, the same way now. So since then, the Clintons and all of these different organizations and people have been in Haiti extracting the resources. How many times has the American government toppled or killed or attempted to kill somebody in charge over there or ousted them when they was doing their own thing? I just seen the other goofball. That might be who you was talking about, Matt Walsh, right?
No. I think it was a V in his name.
Oh.
But continue.
He just got schooled by somebody repeating this thing. And the dude was like, he's like, there's nothing happening in Haiti that we would say this would be better in America. And it's like, at a certain point, you got to pull yourself up and stand on your own too. And it's like, you don't understand what United States government intervention in Haiti has been and is. But you say these very basic, childlike, simplistic, supposedly conservative catchphrases, just pull yourself up by the bootstraps. It's like when the black community was saying, they was like, just say no to crack that y'all put here. Just say no to the most addictive substance that you guys created in the lab and gave to people to sell all over the place. Fast forward some years, now y'all make money in Hollywood by telling a story, and now it's a hit show called Snowfall.
We just don't say no to heroin and horse tranquilizer and everything else they're taking down there in Philly.
If we just say no to Fetty Wap, just say no to fentanyl. Now, when that chance has come around and you see how Kensington looks, and it's mostly white dudes.
Facts.
Now we need some sort of...
It's a lot of empathy for this. It's a lot of passion.
And that's the part that I'm saying, because it ain't about race per se, but it's like, look at what's happening and let's be consistent. Let's be intellectually consistent. And these people, again, they fall victim to that narrative because they don't stop and think. They don't go, wait. I remember this one time, man, when I first bought my RV, right? I drove and I didn't know how to do anything in the RV. Nothing. And we was going to, not Michigan, it was Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It was getting cold. And we didn't have water in the tanks, and I didn't know how to do it. I just bought it and went. And we pulled into a campground. I had never been in a campground before. And I asked some people, I was like, listen, we're trying to get water. And the people was like, well, go over there because the camp manager's over there. But because it's getting cold and a lot of those places turn their water off so the pipes don't freeze because it gets really cold up there. So I go see the guy, and the guy's like he's the quintessential stereotypical of what television says is going to be the white redneck. And I got a $200,000 RV. And I'm like, he about to come with the bullshit, right? And I pull up and I'm telling him, he's like, oh, well, our water's closed. And I'm like, this motherfucker water ain't closed. He's just saying that, right? In my head. Then he says, but wait, pull up right over there and we'll get you straight. We go over there, man. It's his house. Because like it's a campground, but you can pull your RV next to it, whatever. He hooks his hose up to his water supply. It's a 75-gallon tank. And I get to 50 and I'm like, damn, water's life. And I'm like, that should be enough. And he's like, no, man, we got to fill you up because you never know. I want you to show just a little bit of space, but fill you up enough so if it gets too cold, it doesn't freeze. And you got a plastic tank, so it's not metal, so it won't burst. And you got Pete. Started walking me through this whole process. And like, I took a picture with this dude, and all I could think, he was such a good person, man. And all I could think was, damn, man, I generalized the hell out of that dude and never had a conversation with him. And he giving me the means to stay alive on the road, which is water, you know? And when them sweeping generalizations come, you gotta be intelligent enough to go, I got Haitian homies. They not
killing and eating geese.
They're not just going outside, here's the cat, let's go. And even if they did, what's the culture? Because you don't say that shit when you watch them TV shows where them dudes is over there eating that wasp. Oh, you know, that's crazy what they eat in China.